Well, maybe you've noticed, maybe you haven't, but America seems to be getting very soft on crime. It's all over the news, and rural areas are no different. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, this is pretty much my theory, but you figure when you hear this video, I think you're going to figure it out and you'll agree. Now, we're inside, it's over 100 degrees out. No camera likes being out in that heat, and I certainly don't. So we're in the cabin. I just got back from town. I think people were giving me dirty looks in there. They seen my EBT video. I was getting dirty looks all through that store. I made a quick work of it. I'm going to have to stop going to the local store. Man, what has this YouTube thing done to me? I tell you what, let me get a drink of water. All right. I would say in the last 10 to 15 years, you've noticed a laxed prosecution rate in the system. People aren't going to jail like they used to be. The ones that should be in jail, they're right back out on the street after they commit a crime or some sort of offense. Now, rurally, this has been going on for a long time. Let me explain to you something. When all the businesses and companies shut down in rural America, well, that lost the city or the town or the county a lot of revenue. Okay, they don't have the taxes anymore. They had to find another way to make money. And I'm going to tell you how they're doing it. And it's been going on for at least 15 years at least or more. It used to be, say you went out and, well, let's bring old Merl in and tell a story about Merl. Here's how it works. Old Merl, he's had 3 DUIs. 3. One's in another state, so it don't count. But he's had 2 right there where he lives. Old Merl, he don't care. He's still driving. Even though he ain't had a driver's license in years, he's still going out to the drop in. And tonight, well, it's Friday night, and Friday night's karaoke night. Old Merl gets in there, he's getting the hair, he gets in the shower, he got the hair dryer, and he's brushing his hair, just like old John Travolta's. That old John Travolta's in Saturday Night Live. The Fever, whatever it was. Old Merl, he knows he ain't supposed to be drinking no alcohol, but he don't care. He knows how to beat the system, and he does it all the time. That's right. Merl goes to gets in his truck, and he's down the road, and he's feeling good. He's got this aftershave on. He's going to do some singing tonight. Merl seems to be the star down there at the karaoke night. He'll have a few beers as soon as he gets there. Then he'll get his slip of paper and fill it out. Take this job and shove it. It's usually the first song Merl does. It gets his vocal cords nice and warmed up. Merl puts in his request. They already have it out because Merl does this every week. Merl gets up, he sings his song. He's feeling good. Somebody sends him over a shot of Jaeger. There goes Merl. Yeah, he's feeling real good. He gets a few more slips. They know Merl is only good for 1 or 2 songs, and then he gets too drunk and they got to cut him off. Merl gets up, sings him another song. Mamas don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Crowd goes wild. Merl wants to sing more, but he's going to take a break and let his vocal cords rest. He goes out to the patio there at the drop in. They're passing around a joint. Of course, Merl, he's the life of the party. He takes a big old puff, takes another one. Finally, Merl's had enough alcohol. He's starting to get mean. He's a big old boy. Ain't nobody wants to take his keys, but they got to cut him off. Merl heads out to the parking lot, gets in his car. Old Bob Coldwell over there. He's a sheriff's deputy on patrol tonight. He knows Merl all too well. Pulls him over. Merl goes to the drunk tank for the night. Next morning, they open the door, let Merl go home. He's got a court date in 60 days on the 30th. He better not miss it. Merl goes to court. It's his third one. This time it's a felony. Merle's a little nervous, but he knows. He's got friends. He knows how this works. 10 years in state prison is Merle's sentence. Suspended. Did you just catch that part? Suspended. That's what they do. Now, Merl has a whole bunch of things he's got to do. He's got to get an ankle monitor. That's going to cost him $300 a month. He's got to pay for that. Yeah, Merle's got to go to drug court. That's every week. He pays for that too, every week. And he has got a $15,000 fine that he can make payments on. Make arrangements to get that paid. This is how these small towns and counties make their money. They don't want them in jail. They want them out. They want them to pay. And if they don't pay, jail is the last resort. Rarely do they put them in jail. They would rather have them paying hardly anything than put them in the jail. Now, you always hear people, these counties and the people that run the jails telling you, oh, cost $100,000 to house a prisoner for a year. But you don't see, show me the money. Show me where it costs that much. Because if I was to stick a dude in my garage and just feed him the basic garbage that they feed you, it ain't gonna cost me $100,000. I can probably keep that dude in there for probably about $500 for the year because he's eating ramen noodles every meal. He would be. But by keeping them out, making them go to these schools that don't cost near that, it doesn't cost them anything, he's paying more. He's paying for the ankle monitor. He's paying all these processing fees, everything else. By the time Merl, he's never going to get off probation. I'm going to tell you that because Merl don't care. He's going back out there because he's addicted to alcohol. He's addicted to drugs. He's going back out there. He's going to reoffend. They're going to add more fine. They're going to make him wear his ankle bracelet longer. And that's it. Other than that, he's got freedoms to do what he wants. That is how it works. And it works like that all over the country. I happen to know. I have gotten a DUI years back. And I know how that works. And I had to go. I had to walk to work. Yeah. But I paid my fine. And I got through with all the things they made me do very quickly. Because, you know, that's one of the things when you're a drinker. You have to, you know, if you go to the bars like I did, eventually you're going to get caught. And they bank on that. They want you to get caught. The more they can get you in the system, the better. And once you're in it, you're never out. Thank God I quit drinking, quit going to bars a long time ago and don't have to worry about it. But that is how a lot of these smaller towns that have no businesses, that's how they survive. And it's pretty shady. I would rather, I mean, in a way you can understand it. I mean, these people are committing crimes. These people are endangering people's lives. Yet they're letting them back out to reoffend, and they want them to reoffend. It's all a game, and it always boils down to one thing. Anything that us human beings do in this country that is bad boils down to money, boils down to greed, and there's no end to that. And you know, if it was up to me, I would just keep building prisons and keep building them and keep building them. Look at the crimes that are going on today. And these people, these younger people now are more violent. Look what happened in Cincinnati. That was, you know, uncalled for. It's like there's no value on life anymore. They just beat people for fun. It's getting bad. And they let them right back out of jail. And you could say it's one party, political party, or the other. But I've been places where they do this in the small towns with the $10,000 fine, the 10-year suspended sentence. It's in both parties. They both do it because they know It's a constant stream of income. The more people you have on probation, the more people you have paying into the court system, the better you're going to be. And that is exactly what goes on in the county I live in. It's never going to stop. They just need to. There's not even, I don't even think they recommend they go to treatment. They don't want these people in treatment. These people are making them money. And the people are too stupid to see it. Tell me I'm wrong. You go to any small town and they'll list these names in the paper. If you still get a paper, they used to list these names, any DUI offenses, and I'm not talking about big crimes, okay? Those people are usually sent away. But I'm talking about the minor offenses, your DUIs, your drug offenses. Drug offenses are more than the DUIs now. A lot of those kind of offenses are what they're doing this with, because they know those people are going to reoffend, and it's just more money. Even if that person doesn't have a job, it's a pretty good chance that that person's family is going to help them pay to keep their loved one out of jail. So, and they know that. And so that's what they do. And I don't know what the answer is to fix that problem. But you put somebody in jail for 6 months to a year, I guarantee you they're going to think twice. They might even, they might get out and go back and reoffend. But while these people that they're putting on probation are out, they're still committing crimes. They're not stopping their drugs. They know how to beat the drug tests of these drug courts. They know how to do that. They're good at it. It's not hard from what I hear. I never had, my offense wasn't so bad I ever had to do that. But yeah, I mean, I just had to pay a fine and go to a school. But they just keep, and they know where they're at all the time, yet they let them reoffend. So let me know what you think, man. But that's one reason rural America is soft. What you think is soft on crime. And one of these days, and I'm sure it's happened, they're going to be out there, they're going to get drunk and kill a family because they wanted them on 10-year probation. And that ain't right. Thanks for watching. Happy trails.